feels like whatever niche you're in, it's super saturated. And I don't care what type of market you're in, whether you're in fitness, relationships, trading, performance, fashion, whatever it is, it seems like everyone's selling the same type of offer. Everything is extremely saturated. All the niches are fighting in a red ocean. So in this video, what I want to do is explain to you what I'm seeing right now in the coaching space and how you can avoid sounding like everyone else, because yes, your niche is probably saturated. So what's happening right now, especially with the rise of AI, everything's a red ocean. AI helps people do the thing that you are charging people for free. I've seen more and more now coaches who don't apply what I'm showing you today. And again, if you don't watch this full video, it's in 2x speed. If you don't finish this full video, you're cooked. Like literally gonna tell you exactly what you can do to be a category owner in your space. If you're in fitness right now, let's just say you help people build muscle. What do you offer? What can you do that people can't find AI? For example, I'll give you an example. I had blood tests done the other month, I think last month, and I put all of my blood markers on ChatGPT, and it created a scientifically workout plan for me based on how much volume I need to do to build muscle. What do I need to do? Do I need to increase in my diet so I can improve my blood markers, if anything? All through AI. I didn't have to hire a coach, and I've seen great success so far in one short month. I've seen some cool stuff thanks to AI. And that's fitness, by the way. If you're in fashion, like I've seen people take pictures of different outfits in their closet, put everything on ChatGPT, take selfies, and then ChatGPT will do like color theory, like based on your colors, your eye color, this is what you have to wear, whatever. It's crazy. So everyone's kind of fighting in this red ocean. I'm saying AI is making everything a red ocean. That's what I'm saying right now. And all the other offers in fitness, for the people that are not yet aware of what they can do with AI, in fitness, everyone's just saying the same thing. Everyone's just posting the same content, the same reels, the same split screen of don't do this, do that. And if you're fighting in that game, you're always gonna be fighting for scraps. And you don't wanna do that, because what that entails is that every time you try to do something or you try to gain more clients, you have to change tactics. You have to change what you're doing in content every single time. So it's like you're always in reactive mode because you're in a red ocean and you don't know it yet. If you're in if you're in finance, what's stopping people from asking ChatGPT for the best stocks, everything? Like I see some crazy shit, man. Like I've seen people create AI models, some famous politician, of all the trades they're doing, and literally there's an AI bot that tells you what to put your money on. It's crazy. It's what I'm saying. It's crazy. So if you're fighting in this same game, you're not going to win. You're going to lose. So there's the red ocean. If you're in here, this red ocean looks like I'm a fitness coach, I'll help you lose fat. This looks like I'm a fashion shopper for you, whatever it is. I'll help you pick your best outfit so that you can look better. That's how the red ocean looks, because the barrier to entry to create content is zero. Because the barrier to entry to learn all the stuff out there is zero. There's YouTube, there's AI, etc. Anyone can become a coach. Anyone can become what you are right now. And that's a problem if you don't have a huge following, or if you haven't been in the market for long. And I would argue, even if you've been in the market for long, that doesn't really mean anything. So I've seen people with decades in the market that are now struggling because there are people who are coming into the sphere, into the industry with what I'm about to show you. That's after this. A dirty market, a dirty ocean. So there's red ocean, everyone's competing for the same clientele, etc. In dirty ocean, what I've seen wrong, by the way, is people think, or other coaches tell other coaches, that in order for you to differentiate yourself from the competition, you have to niche down. So instead of you helping people lose fat, now you're helping these individuals lose fat, or you're helping busy people gain muscle, or you're helping. I've seen an offer where this guy, a friend of mine, he helps Asian people lose fat, Asian moms lose fat. Like it's like niching down and niching down and niching down and niching down to a point where you're gonna be fighting for, if you're 35 years old and you're this person and you live in this hemisphere and you have this amount of sun it's going to become crazy. But the pitfall here is that people believe that just because you are adding the I help statement before what you do, that instantly puts you in a better position. It doesn't, because everyone is now doing that. If you go to anyone's bios, it says that I help statement. I help X people with system. So we went from this coach to I help these people with this mechanism, with this system, with this special thing. DM me the word whatever so that you can learn how to do it. Now everyone's doing that. So now if you moved from red to dirty and you think that just because you're in dirty, just because you're here, that you're gonna be better, that you're wrong. So I would argue 95% of the market in your industry, whatever industry you're in, is in these two categories, the red ocean and the dirty ocean. Now, people who can get away with being in the red ocean and still crushing it are people with millions of followers, 3 million followers, 1 million followers, 800,000 followers, people who with just one story or one post can get a lot of leads because people love them and they've had an audience for many years. So they kind of have this community, this like anything I post, anything I do, people are just gonna, buy it like it's gospel, whatever. That's the only people. But if you don't have more than 200K followers and you have a sort of an offer and you're fighting in between these two categories, you're gonna struggle. I'll put it up here somewhere in the little thing. I have a client who is in the health space who has a lot of followers and couldn't monetize. So what I'm showing you here is basically a summary of what we did to make sure he could stand out of everyone else that was also somebody with notoriety, a lot of followers, and did the same things. How can you not fight for scraps or compete on price? Now, yet again, a lot of people would say it's the offer. Yes, it's the offer, it's the messaging, it's a lot of things. But overall, how you can become a blue ocean, how you can become a category of one, it's actually very simple. There's a couple things. One, obviously, you have to be above everyone's expectations. Once your prospects become clients, you have to be about everyone else's expectation. In expectations, we have three things. We have met, and exceed. Met, obviously, you help them get to the result. Unmet, obviously, you suck. And then exceeded is you exceeded. You did above and beyond. And this is what I teach my clients do when it comes to exceeding. I think I have another video on this, but you always want to exceed. If you're charging high ticket specifically, if you're charging something that's $5,000, if it's 5K, I always teach my clients the rule of 2x. So if you're charging 5K, you want to make sure the value that you're giving is at least a minimum of twice the amount that you're charging them. At least. Obviously, the other part of being in the blue ocean is you can't suck. But what separates the red ocean from the dirty ocean and the blue ocean, it's something that, fortunately, remember that I said billionaires thinking decades? It's unfortunately something that is a change of perception, a change of thought, that it's going to be the main reason why in a year, 2 years from now, there's going to be a ton less coaches out there in the market because they're not doing this thing. It's a longer burn. It's not something that's going to give you a ton of leads in 1 month, in 1 week, in 2 months even. It's not something that's going to give you a lot of followers or clients in a short period of time. It's something that's going to build a huge moat around your business. And it's not only having the proof what you do, it's not only having a program that delivers the result that they are looking for. It's not only having content that shows all of this in a way that's genuine and authentic, but it's actually embodying the type of person your client wants to become. You have to be the person they want to be next with. You have to be the person they want to be next to. You have to be selling proximity. You have to be cool as fuck. You have to be your offer. You have to live and breathe you offer, what you do. Yes, you can have the proof, but if you're a dick and you somehow give this vibe of this person's kind of like a scammer, you're not gonna have a good business. Yes, you can have the programs with all the bells and whistles. It looks so pretty in your website. But if you don't have the proof, then nobody's gonna buy from you unless you do something that's very cheap. Yes, you can have the content and you can go viral on demand, but if you don't have the program, or if you always go viral, but you don't have the proof, and only you have a ton of followers just because you know how to be good in content, then you're not gonna be long enough here in business. But if you embody the you are literally the transformation you're giving your clients, and you show this through content, through authenticity, through your stories, through everything that you do. And you can show that you're there not just because you read a couple books or because you watched a couple YouTube videos or whatever it is, but because you've been doing this for so long enough that your proof is undeniable. Your program guarantees clients results. It's so good. People that go through your program get results. You have testimonials that show this. You have people that love you and scream your name everywhere. And you have the content that shows that you're cool, that shows that you're somebody that people want to give money to, and you embody the offer. You have the results people want. And people that see your stuff say, I want to be like that person, or I want to be next to that person. I want to associate myself to that person because they have everything I want. That's the blue ocean right now in this coaching industry. With the rise of AI, with the rise of more people throwing content on YouTube, more people than ever on Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. That is the only way you're going to have a blue ocean. Because yes, you can have the amazing I help statement on your bio. Yes, you can have the crazy guarantees of if you don't get results, work with you for free, or if you don't make any money in 30 days, pay you back everything. You can have all the crazy guarantees, which by the way are horrible. You can have, I'll install this AI bot in your business so you can have setters, whatever it is. You can have all of that. But if you don't embody the end result that your client wants, it's going to be very hard for you to have a business that stands the test of time, which is ultimately what you want. Essentially, all of this is super important. And again, when it comes to your offer, it doesn't take much to have an offer that actually crushes it. So to close this off and make sure that you have everything that I said, your offer still has to be good. So there's 4 things that you want to make sure that you do so that you don't look like everyone else, so that your pitch isn't like 80% or 90% of the market. You want to eliminate, reduce, raise, and create. So what are parts of your offer that you have because you've seen everyone else have and you think that because everyone else has it, I need to have this? Eliminate that. What are things that are just like a safety blanket that you have just because it makes you feel safe, that are just extra fluff? You don't need to eliminate those things. If you need to reduce the stuff from your offer that feels super heavy. I have a client right now, we're working on fulfillment. She has a lot of clients, but fulfillment's crushing her. We're reducing the amount of touch points that we have just so that she can help clients in a deeper, more intimate manner rather than just meeting for meeting with the client. So what can you reduce in your offer? What are things that overcomplicate your business? Systems that you just added because they look cool, different softwares that you have just because people told you that you need them, but you're not using them. It just creates a lot of friction in your business. Reduce those. When it comes to raise, what's one thing that you have in your offer that you don't talk about, but your clients are always bragging about? For example, for myself, I have a huge digital product that I give all my clients and their teams access to that I don't speak about. Whereas the thing that you can speak about more, that because you're so much in the business, you can't see it, and it's something that your clients are always bragging about. And then finally, create what's something that doesn't exist yet in your space. And this is the hardest one: an angle, a different mechanism, something that reframes how you are perceiving the market. And I know this is, I rushed through this, but if you want to see how we take all of this and create an outstanding offer that has the great content that speaks about this, and then also the fulfillment that gets people the promises that you're giving in your offer and your content, then watch the video that's on the screen right now. That's going to show you everything I give my clients, all the SOPs, everything that I give them, so that their offer stands out from a saturated market. But ultimately, what I can't help you with is this part right here, where you have to be just a cool person people want to be next to. So watch this video that's on the screen right now, because that's going to help you have the offer, the fulfillment, the content, and the sales. I'll see you in the next one.